Yay! So let's come to standing. Go ahead and hit play now if you've got your playlist ready to go, 90s workout. First song, I love this song. It's called Sing Hallelujah. I don't know, it's just got a good beat. Let's step touch and just scissor your arms. Nice and big step touch. Stretch those arms around, 3, 2, and 1. Now come into your wide squat, soften the knees, reach up, reach down. Engage that belly, reach the sky, reach to the ground. If those knees aren't happy, spin the toes out or in a little bit, or don't come down as deep. Last 2, 1, hold it down, twist. Nice and big, get that back heel off the ground, and twisting through the rib cage, reach up, reach down. 2, and 1. Good, now let's come to the back of our mat, right? Hug it in as you walk forward. Squeeze it in. When you get to the top of your mat, step your right leg back, reach your arms up, and it's like a one-legged mountain climber. Draw the knee in as you pull the elbows back. Bring a little bit of like an idea of like a crunch in the abdominals. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step way back. Yeah? And little pulses here. 5, 4, just little pulses. 3, 2, place the hands down, step back to a plank. Draw your shoulder blades back. Mountain climbers, regular ones. In. 5, 4, 3, 2, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out a little bit. And now walk your hands back to your feet. Flat back, come to standing. All right, let's stretch up, reach up. Release, and now walking quad stretches. So grabbing an ankle as you walk forward. Landing at the top of the mat. Take your left leg back. Reach your arms forward. Here we go. Pull in. As the elbows come back, the knee comes in. 5, 4, 3, 2, step way back. Just little pulses. 5, 4, little lunge pulses. 3, 2, place those hands down. Step back to a plank. Twisting mountain climbers. So your knee twists underneath you, and you twist with that rib cage. 5, 4, 3, 2, lift the hips, pedal it out. Staying here now, not walking the hands back. Lift that right leg up. Bend the knee, open your hip. Gently step to the outside of your right hand. Come on your fingertips and lift and lower the hips. Bring it into like a little cat-cow movement with the spine. Listening to your body, how big or how small do you want to keep this? Then step back to plank. Lift the hips. Down dog, draw those hips back, soften the knees, draw the heels to the earth. Left leg lifts, open it. Step to the outside of your left hand like a lizard lunge. Then lift and lower your hips. And round the spine each time you lift. Heart, open up through the heart when you lower the knee. And now step back to your plank. Lift your hips. Walk your feet to your hands. Good. And then come all the way up to standing. Take a breath in. Reach up. Exhale. So now if there's any other stretches that you feel like you want to do, go for that. If you want to take off a sweatshirt or whatever. And we're going to start with a little ab thing. So bring yourself down to your seat. Yeah. And starting with like down on your forearms behind you, right? Plug those shoulder blades down. Scoop the belly in and float the knees over the hips. So draw that belly in, plug the shoulder blades down, and now we alternate. One leg reaches and then the other. So your belly is really engaged here. You're trying to knit those abdominals in. Reach. Draw the, like sort of think about drawing the pubic bone towards the sternum, up towards it and zip up. Now, if that feels okay, bend both knees, both legs go out and in. 10, 9, maybe go higher with the legs. Keep it off the back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now push yourself back up to your seat. But keep your hands behind you. So the fingertips are pointing forward, right? Come back and balance on your sit bones. So you're on your hands and your elbows are hugging in. Now come down on your elbows as you extend the legs. And then come back up on your hands. So it's an extend to the forearms and a bend to lift up. If this is too much, stay on your forearms, right? Yeah, now we feel it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to your seat, crisscross those legs. Let's give that spine a little love. Take a little stretch, twisting, side bending, just bringing some different movement into the spine. And then let's come back to our seat. Extend your legs so that your feet are right at the top of the mat. Extend your arms, sit up top. Sit up tall, plug those shoulders down. Hug the inner thighs in towards each other, and we're slowly going down a count of 10, just to the shoulder blades. 7, 6, scoop that belly in. 5, 4, 3, 2, stop right at the tip of the shoulder blades, and then bring those knees over the hips. Bring your hands behind your head. So you're staying in that upper crunch. You're drawing the belly in. Extend the left leg on the diagonal. Twist towards the right knee, and then extend the left arm to the outside of the right knee. And we're pulsing here. 5, it's like a one-sided crisscross. 4, or bicycle. 3, reach and crunch. 2, 1, come back to center, reach the left arm, the right arm to the outside of the left knee, and pulse up. 5, twist and crunch. 4, 3, try not to pull on the head. 2, 1, come back to center. Now it's 4, twist. 3, crunch up. 2, twist, go to the other side. 4, 3, keep energized through that extended leg. 2, 1, twist. 3, crunch higher. 2, 1, twist. 3, 2, 1, twist. 2, 1, twist. 2, 1, and now singles, twist and reach, 5, 5, 4, 4, really twist and reach. 3, 2, 1, and 1, and surrender to the ground. Let your feet come as wide as your mat. Let your knees just drop side to side. Let the back go along for the ride. Nice, and now grab a hold of the back of those thighs, rock up, balance in your teaser or your boat. Can you extend those legs in your mount? Can you release the arms? 5, lengthen through the spine. 4, 3, nice, 2, and 1. Flip over to all fours. All right, a couple of little cats and cows. And we're starting today off with a 90-second forearm plank. Okay, so get those nice big cats and cows, movement through the spine, because then we're gonna hold it, right? So let me get my timer ready here. And then we're going to move into using some weight. So ready, come out onto your forearms. 3, 2, 1, go. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Take a look in your camera if you can. Is your back straight? Is your bum up? Can you come into one straight line? Now press the forearms into the ground. Draw the shoulder blades back, look straight down. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Draw the tailbone towards the heels. And now energize those inner thighs a little bit, almost like you're trying to rotate the inner thighs up towards the sky, engaging those inner thighs up. As you root into those big toe mounds, breathing, just holding it, but really keep active through the whole body. So those inner thighs are spinning up. The quads, maybe try to engage them a little bit by pressing them up. Press like you're trying to squish them right up into the hamstrings. Hold it there. We have 30 more seconds, and then we're going to take a break. If it gets to be too much on the shoulders, then place your knees down. If it gets to be too much on the belly or the back, lift your hips a little bit. But otherwise, maintain it. You only have 20 seconds to go, right? So good. Firms up the abdominal area, right? Works on that transverse abdominis, that deep abdominal muscle. Shoulders draw back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Oh, feel the echo from that. Come all the way down on your belly. Let it go. Let your forehead rest on your hands. And then push yourself up into Sphinx pose. So your forearms are parallel to the sides of your mat. Let that belly release. Let your back coil up. Start to pull the forearms back. Draw your heart forward. Pull the forearms back. Draw your heart forward. Pull the forearms back. Do them both. And then reach those toes away. Spin the inner thighs up, releasing through that sacrum and low back. Maybe offer the heart and lift any amount more. Strengthening that back just a minute in this. And now push up into tabletop, or like all fours. A couple of little cats and cows. Lift your hips downward facing dog. Pedal it out. And then walk to the top of your mat. Come all the way up to standing. All right, and then jacks. These are big. Easy landing on the feet. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hug that belly in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. Grab your 10-pound weight for some bicep curls. Right? So we're not just going to do bicep curls, we're going to try to multitask here. So bring your stance into a wide stance with your legs, toes out, heels in. Spin your palms open to the front and come down deep into a squat. All right, so we're going, your arms are like resting on the inside, and your arms are sort of like, when you come up, it's going to be sort of like you're making a V. See how I'm making like a V? So it's like, it's at an angle, right? So when you come up, I want you to really think about, you can't come up unless you squeeze those inner thighs in when you bend the elbows, right? So squeeze the inner thighs up and come down, release. Squeeze like you're squeezing those heels and trying to squish your mat. And you come up, you make a V with the weights. Stay upright in your spine, not hinging forward, just coming straight down. And remember that squeeze, pulling your heels in towards each other, trying to squish your mat. Imagine you have like a big beach ball in between your legs. And each time you come up, you got to squish that beach ball. 10 more. 10, 9, 8. Get that V every time with the weight. 7. Squeeze in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. And 1. Now place those weights on your thighs. Come down and rest the weights completely so your arms aren't working. Come down a little deeper and pulse. Pull in. Pull those heels towards each other. Oh, I got a little cramp. Squeeze that imaginary beach ball. Can you go deeper? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep pulling in. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now stay low. With that energy of pulling the heels in towards each other. Open those arms out. Good. 10. Open. 9. Open. Bicep curls. 8. Making that V. 7. Stay upright. Go deeper. 6. Keep pulling those heels in towards each other. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, and 1. Place those weights down. Woo. Skip. So get that, all that lactic acid, that buildup of holding. Skip. You can kick. You can bring the knees up. 5, 4. Let the arms move however they want to move. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right. Oh, what was I going to do next? All right. Grab your 5-pound weight. All right, so we're going back and forth with some tricep pulses and some overhead presses, right? So stand. Let's all do right foot forward, left foot back, like a short warrior one stance kind of thing. Your back heel is on the floor. Little bend into that front knee though. Palms facing in. Hinge from your hips, draw your heart forward. Look forward and bring your arms up high. Now hold the weights as gently as you can. Hug the belly button up and in. Pulse, pulse, those long arms up. If you hold the weights as gently as you can, it'll come more into the triceps and less into the forearms, right? Squeeze up. I've never met anybody that said, I want to work on my forearms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, higher, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh man, all right, come back to your width of your mat, right? Overhead press with a squat, lift a leg, squat, lift the other leg. So it's not about how high the leg can go, it's about can you squeeze that outer thigh out to the side. Use the outer thigh. 5, 5. Keep those weights in your peripheral vision. 4, 4, 3, 3. Just get your heart rate up even without bouncing. 2, 2, 1, and 1, and release. Stand again back towards the top of your mat. Spin your palms to face back. Take your left foot forward. Short warrior one stance. Tuck your thumbs on the same side as the rest of the fingers on the bottom of the weight because your palms will be up towards the sky. And then come down, belly in, heart reaching forward, pulse up, keep the weights as high as you can. Squeeze, squeeze. Keep thinking higher, but equally important, keep that core engaged and the back flat. It'll help if you look forward and think about drawing your heart forward the whole time. 10, 9, 8, 7, higher, think higher, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Overhead press, squat, 10, 10, 9, 9. Maybe you come deeper. 8, 8, 7, and 6. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Place those weights down. Let's get the heart rate down a little bit. Grab a quick drink if you need it. All right, come down into all fours. Do a couple of cats and cows. And then make sure your wrists are coming into a high plank, right? Make sure your wrists are directly under your shoulders. And then step back, step back. All right, feet hip distance apart. Draw those shoulder blades back. Draw the belly in. Now think about like drawing the low abdominals right up in, like you're zipping them up, knitting that belly in and up. And then think about drawing your heart slightly forward without losing that drawing in of the belly. So like you're almost trying to go into a little cobra with the chest. Hold it. Good. And now take your right leg. Just take it off the floor. The right foot off the floor. Rock forward and back. 3, 2 on the toes of the left foot. Place the foot down, left leg. 3, 2, 1. Place the foot down. Lift your hips to downward facing dog. How much can you bring the weight off of the arms and back towards those legs and hips? Hold it. Let's walk the hands back to the feet. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up to standing, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, walk forward to your plank again. All right. Left leg lifts, hold it there. Draw the shoulder blades back, just feel that. Return the foot to the ground. Right leg lifts, hold it. Draw the shoulder blades back. Place it down. Right arm reaches forward. Try to keep the hips pointing down. Place it down. Left arm reaches forward. Place it down. All right. Right arm, left leg. Let's go. Place it down. Left arm, right leg. Place it down. Downward facing dog. Walk the hands back to the feet. Woo. Come all the way up. Inhale. We have one more. Exhale. Come forward into your plank. Wrists under the shoulders. Pivot the heels to the left side plank. Hold it. Now engage that left leg. Like squeeze the thigh. And then stack the right foot on top of the left if you don't have it stacked. Look straight ahead. Plug that left shoulder blade down. 3. Maybe lift the right leg off the ground. Make yourself into a big star. 2. Come back to the middle and go to the other side. So plug that right shoulder blade down. Engage the bottom leg, like engage that thigh. And then maybe you can free the left leg up. Make yourself into a big star. 3, 2, and place it down. Ah, downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands and come all the way up to standing. Woo, give those shoulders a little rotation around. And then grab your mini band. Place it, if you need to sit somewhere, then we're gonna go rotate back through abs, biceps, triceps. So place the mini band like above your ankles, sort of like where mine is, above the ankles and the shins, lower shins kind of thing, right? And we're going to do a big, huge, like box step around our mat. So imagine we're going to make an outline by stepping. So I'm starting way on the top left corner of my mat, right? Now your mission here is to keep your feet at least hip distance apart, if not more, the whole time. Now bend your knees a little bit. Hands can go wherever, right? Look straight ahead, upright with the spine, and step, 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 step. Use that outer thigh. Step, step. When you get to the back, step forward, and then step back along the front, top, whatever, other edge of the mat. And then you step back and march, 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 march. Stay upright with your spine. Try not to move with the torso. Like you're moving kind of with an upright, tall, like mountain pose idea. And you step back and you go, press, try to bust that strap, bust it, step forward. Woo. We're going to end up back in that left front corner of the mat. Shake it out a little bit. Work on a little balance. Bring your hands to your hips or arms out to the sides for more stability. Look straight ahead. Soften your knees a little bit. And bring that left leg out to the side. Keep that right knee a little bent, right? And now little pulses out, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh man, and place it down. Shake it out. Now we're going to walk forward and then along the front of the mat and back along the back of the mat, right? So step forward, step, 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 step. Making your big box step all around your mat 3 times. Don't cheat yourself. Keep those legs apart. Keep those feet apart. Whew. Keeping the knees a little soft. Good. Oh man. One more round around the mat. Step, step. Whew. Man, are these killing me today? Come back to that corner of your mat where you started. Shake it out. Hands wherever, right? More stability, a little less, or arms down, whatever. Soften the knees. Bring that right leg out. Good. Little pulses. 1, 2. We're done after this. 3, 4, 5. Higher. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Tall through your spine. 4, 3, 2. Oh my goodness. Take it off. Whew. Place it off somewhere. You can fling it, throw it somewhere. Might feel good to throw it somewhere. All right, so just know these are going to be strong, right? Flowing, figure 4, standing, flowing, figure 4. So you're hinging from your hips. You're keeping your back flat, hinging, back up. Last one. Good. All right, so now let's get your 10-pound weights over at the top of your mat. Going to hit the abs and then the triceps, and then coming to standing to hit those biceps again. All right. So make your way all the way down on your back. Have those weights at the top of the mat handy, right? Bring those knees over the hips and then open the knees apart. Grab the back of your thighs, curl up into your crunch, all right? Now bring your hands behind your head, keeping up to the tip of your shoulder blades. Let your head rest in your hands, right? Curl up a little more. 5 crunches here. 5. Use the abdominals to pull on the neck. 4 or the head. 3, 2, crunch up and hold it. Now hold it in the upper end of your crunch. Extend both legs on the diagonal, engage the belly. Come back in and do a little reverse peel and up and down. Reverse crunch. 5. Peel up. 4. Peel up. Peel down. 3. It doesn't matter how high you go, but make it a peel using those low abdominals. 2 and 1. Hold it with the frog legs. Yeah? Now we're going when the knees come in. We're doing 5 more. When the knees come in, do a crunch as well. So inhale, reach the legs out long. Exhale, do a reverse crunch and an upper body crunch at the same time. 5, 4, crunch up, try to tap the elbows to the knees. 3, 2, and 1. Place the feet down underneath, heels underneath your knees. Lift up into a bridge. Plug your shoulder blades straight down into the ground. Dip and squeeze the bum. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Knit that rib cage. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up in your bridge, but back off the highest bridge you can do. Come down a little bit. Then knit your rib cage in. Walk the feet a little closer towards each other. Press those arms straight down into the ground. Engage the belly, like you're gonna have something drop on that belly and you have to brace for it, right? Now reach the left leg straight up to the sky. Dip and squeeze using that right butt cheek. Good, dip and squeeze, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1, flex the foot, lower the leg, and then point the toes, come back up, 5, staying in your bridge with that right leg, 4, 3, extend the leg, flex it, and then point it on the way up, 2, and 1, place that left foot down, hold, try not to rest, knit the belly, draw your tailbone towards the heels, plug those shoulder blades down. Here we go on the right side, right leg reaches up, dip and squeeze, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think we did 10, I don't know, hold it up here. Flex and lower, point and lift. Flex and lower, staying stable with that left butt cheek. Point and lift, 2 more. Last one. Place both feet down, lower the hips. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. All right, and now reach both legs up, keep your head down, reach your arms up, flex the feet, lengthen through those legs. Can you lengthen any amount more? Flex those heels up. Now keep your head down, engage your belly, open the arms and lower the legs, and then come back up. It's an opening, and you control, it's up to you, there's no contest here. You control, based on your back, how low those legs can go, right? It's not about core strength, it's more about just our anatomy, right? So keep it in the belly, not in the back. 3, 2, and 1. Keep those legs up there. Now curl up to a crunch and climb your imaginary rope. Reach up towards those shoelaces or sneaker laces or whatever. Twist more. Reach. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. And relax down. Grab the back of your thighs. Rock up to your seat. And then we've got our weights here for us. Take those weights on your thighs, 10 pounds. Engage your abdominals as you come back down. Heels underneath your knees. Lift your hips up into bridge. Back off the highest bridge you can do. Come down a little bit with the bump. Now your palms are facing in for tricep skull pressures. Reach those arms straight up. Draw the shoulder blades down. Try to keep your upper arms, like between your elbow and your shoulders, right where they are. Don't let them move, like they're glued in space there, right? Then bend the elbows, tap the weights. You'll be tapping like on either side of your ears here. 10, 9. If you truly don't let those upper arms move, you're tapping on either side of your ears. 8, 7, 6. If that's too much, you can come further back, but don't go all the way to the floor. 5, 4, but if you can, if you got a little cracking going on, it's okay. 3, 2, hold it up on 1. Readjust the shoulders down. Re-engage the belly. Draw the tailbone towards the heels. Go down 50% of the way, bending the elbows halfway down, and press back up. Now 60% of the way down, and back up. 70, back up. 80, back up. 90. 1 more. Tap the floor either side of your ears. Back up. Oh man. Place the elbows down. Place the bum down. Take the knees in towards the chest. Roll up to your seat, and then you can easily just place the weights down without jerking your wrists back and forth. All right. Good. And then let's just lay down on our left forearm. Stack the feet, stack the hips. If it's too much, bend that bottom knee underneath, right? Take the right hand behind your head. Draw that left shoulder blade down and lift your hips. Good. We have 15 dip hip lifts, whatever they're called. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep drawing that left shoulder blade down. 7 looks great from here. 8, 9. We have 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Come around into all fours. Step back to a plank. Mountain climbers. In, 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 in. Maybe you go faster. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift to downward facing dog. And now jog your dog. Jog it. Like you're jogging, but you just happen to be in a dog. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, place your knees down. Make your way over to the other side. All right, here we go. Make sure you get that right wrist, right elbow, right underneath your right shoulder. Stack the feet if you can. You can bend the bottom knee under if you need to use the knee version, right? Hand behind your head, top hand behind your head. Really draw that right shoulder blade down. Critical. Stack the feet if you can, lift the hips. You can bring the left foot in front if you need to, but try to stay on one straight line. Dip and lift. 1, 2, 3. Keep drawing that right shoulder blade down. 4, 5, 6. Think higher. 7, 8, 9. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Flip around to all fours. Couple little cats and cows. And then back to your plank. One more time, mountain climbers. In. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Draw those shoulder blades back. 3, 2. Down dog. Lift those hips. Jog it. Jog your dog. Keep pushing the mat away. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, sit back onto your heels if you'd like. Do whatever. Fix your ponytail if you have one. Oh, let's take a little recovery. And then we get to do a wall squat. Oh, man. So if you don't have a wall that is accessible, then you can do these without the wall squat, just standing. And again, with the 10-pound weight, one more time. Then we're going with the final set with the heavier weight. Let's see how it is. Whew. I have to have the screen behind me because if I don't keep something big behind me, the camera blurs. I know it looks like it's clear. Okay, so if you've got stuff in the way, push it out of the way. And then, I can't see all of you, but what I want you to do is come into your wall squat and then look down and make sure that your knees are over your ankles. And then take a peek at those thighs. Can you bring them as parallel to the floor as possible? All right? Now, let your whole back be connected to the wall. Draw your belly button to the wall. And we have hammer curls here. Try not to whack your wall. Keep the shoulder blades down. 4, 5. Try not to squeeze the weights. 6. Drawing that belly button in and up. 7, 8, 9. This is your time, right? 10 more. Give it your all. If not now, when, right? 10, 9. This is why I had us do our 10s. 8, 7, 6. I didn't time it, but I'm sure we're here for at least a minute. 5, 4, 3. We don't do these often because they're not my favorite. 2, 1. Push yourself up. Oh man. Hinge from your hips. Place the weights down. And some dynamic quad stretches. So we don't want to hold stretches in the middle of a workout. We want to move dynamically, like we do in a warm-up, right? Maybe do some of these, right? These always feel good. I often forget to do these. Like we should try to do these throughout the whole day. You stand up, you have to go to the bathroom, you do these first. So good for us, especially if you're sitting a lot. All right, and release. Awesome. Okay, so now we're getting those heavier weights, right? So think about where you're at with the heaviest weights you can do for skull crushers when you're on your back, and the heaviest weights right now that you can do. We're only doing like one set of 15 reps. Even if you get 10 reps, right? Great. Get your heaviest weights you think you can do for bicep curls. Oh, look at this whole collection of weights here. Okay, so since we just worked our biceps, we're going to start with the skull crushers. All right, so important that we go into the setup the same way. Get your weights on the top of your mat. All right, you don't want to lift and twist ever. And then have your seat. All right. Grab those weights like you're going to hold 2 hammers and place them on your thighs, like 2 hammers on your thighs. Now engage your belly and slowly lower it down onto your back. Place your heels under your knees, lift up into bridge. Again, not your highest bridge, back off the highest bridge. Engage the belly, push those arms up, plug the shoulder blades down. We're not going to worry about coming by our ears this time. Just bend the elbows if they come back, like sort of backed by the top of your head on either side, that's fine. So go. 1, 2, 3. Unless you stayed with your lighter weights. 4, then yes, try to do that. 5, try to keep the weights by each ear. 6, 7, you can dip and squeeze the bum each time. 8, 9, 10, 11, even if they get a little wiggly. 12, oh, I can't do any more. 13, keep going if you can. 14, 15, and then lower the elbows down by your side. Place the bum down. Bring the knees in. Rock up to your seat. So if you felt, keep in mind what the weights you just used. If you felt like you could have done 5 or 6 more, next time go heavier. And if you can only get 10, that's great, right? Working on building strength as well as tone. So just kind of remember, make a mental note, right? And now let's come into our plank. Before we get our triceps, draw the shoulder blades back, not the triceps, the biceps. Draw the shoulder blades back, draw the belly in. Hold it. Now lift to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg to a 3-legged dog. Shift to your plank and bring the right knee to the right tricep. Kiss it. Hold it. Come back to 3-legged dog. Reach it up. Bring the knee right through the middle. Draw the belly in. Bring it back up. Bring the right knee and try to kiss that left elbow. You have to shift forward on the toes. Come back and place the foot back down. Downward facing dog. Lift those hips. Left leg lifts going to the other side. Left elbow to left knee to left elbow. Hold it. Come back to 3-legged dog. Left knee right down the middle. Draw the shoulder blades back. Back up. Across. Kiss it. Shift forward. Come back up. Place the foot down. Walk your hands and feet together. Oh man, and come up to standing. So since we're done with the triceps And we want to give a little more recovery. Give those triceps a little bit of a stretch. You can go overhead. You kind of draw the elbow up. You can go across your chest, do a little of both. And now let's grab those heavy weights for our biceps. So a lot of core and arms focus today, and legs, outer inner thighs, right? We took a break from the push-ups today. Okay, so soften the knees a little bit, right? Starting with palms open, but you've got a little flare because you have to clear your thighs, right? Draw the belly in, stand up tall like a mountain pose. Draw the crown of your head up, root down into the feet, and let's go. 1, beautiful, 2, 3, belly's in, try to release the rest. 4, but try not to squeeze the glutes. 5, 6, nice and slow on the way down. 7, slow on the way down. 8, keep it open all the way down. 9, totally long arms. 10, or straight arms, I should say. 11, we've got 15 that we're aiming for. 12, if it's not feeling really hard. 13, all of you guys, I want you to think about that for next time. 14, to go up a little bit heavier. 15, oh man, and place them down. Feel that humming in the arms. So good. All right, jack, skip, jack, skip, jack, skip, jack. Open, nice and big. Celebrate it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Good. And now football shuffle. Come down and shuffle it up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Oh my goodness. All right. Stretches. So we saved the last several minutes for some stretches. Grab, so important, but we're going to work on some back strengthening while we're doing it, right? So grab a drink if you need it. Whew. So start with coming kneeling position. So you're up on your knees, right? And then reach your arms straight up. We're doing a version of camel, right? So reach up, reach up. Now think about lifting your rib cage up off of your hips. Let it lift, let the shoulders lift, let everything lift. Keep lifting and reaching. And then start to lift back, reach back. Come into a gentle back bend, just a little bit. Spin your palms to face forward. Bend the elbows, open up to the chest. Keep that little back bend. And then bring the hands down. Bring fists right to that low back. And then open up through the chest. Try to keep the hips over the knees. And then release that. And bring yourself to your belly. Sphinx pose. So elbows slightly ahead of your shoulders. Legs parallel to each other. Pull the forearms back. Draw the heart forward. Draw the shoulders back. Keep drawing the heart forward like you're trying to pull the forearms back and get that chest forward like to your fingertips. Think about that. And then think about coiling the spine up. Reach through those toes. Release through the glutes. And now keep this height with the spine. Keep this shape with the spine. Slide the heel of your hands back underneath your armpits for cobra or swan. Draw their shoulder blades back, and now start to pull the heel of the hands back. Reach through those toes. Maybe you lift the legs. Draw the heart forward now and pull the heel of the hands back. Keep that, draw the belly in, reach the arms alongside your body. Thumbs pointing down. And then flip the palms to face the floor. Draw those shoulders back. Lift those legs any amount. 3, 2, and release. Come all the way down onto your belly. Just release. Turn your head to one side. Turn your head to the other side. Maybe let your hips kind of shimmy side to side. And bring yourself back up onto your forearms. Pivot that left forearm on a diagonal, bend the right knee, or you can lay on your left side to do this if your arm isn't long enough to grab your ankle. Right? Press down into that left forearm. Keep the lift in the chest as you draw the heel towards your bum. Draw your knee away from the hip. Lengthen it. Oh. And then go ahead and switch. Go to the other side. Again, that's drawing of the knee away will really add to this stretch. Away from the hip. And keep lifting in your forearms so you've got that back bend still. And then let's place the forearms down, both down, come up onto your knees, come up onto your hands. Do a couple of rounds of cat and cow, go slow and maybe make circles around in one direction and circles around in the other direction like a cat and a cow with your hips coming side to side in between. Good, and then let's open the knees wide apart. Send your hips back to your heels and just let's enjoy this child pose, well-deserved child pose, forehead resting. Arms releasing. And push yourself back up into all fours. Come back up onto your knees. So this is a little hip mobility too. So move onto your knees. And then take that right foot forward into a kneeling lunge. All right. Walk the heel ahead of the knee by an inch or two. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace them if you'd like, soft elbows. Let your hips come forward and lift up and back. And then release the fingertips to the floor as you lengthen your front leg, lengthen through your spine. Oh, soften the back of the leg, getting these hamstrings stretched a little bit. Try not to sit back on your left heel if you're doing that. Try to keep your hip over your left knee. And try to keep a flat back rather than a rounded spine. So you have to draw your chest towards the toes. Rebend into the knee and come back to your kneeling position. Then take your left foot and step it out in front, heel ahead of the knee. Yeah. Interlace, but switch the interlace of your fingers. Let the hips come forward, let the arms lift. Keep the elbows a little soft, especially if you feel that in your shoulders. Let your back articulate into a gentle back bend all the way up. And then release, half split. Lengthen that front leg. Draw your heart towards your toes and the toes towards your heart. Oh, soften and release. And then rebend into the knee. This time curl up the back toes. Come up and pivot to the long edge of your mat with like a really wide Come up to standing in a really wide squat. And then just go side to side, and you can reach. You can come down, you can stay up. Do whatever feels good, just moving through the hips a little bit. And then next time you're over to the right, place the right hand down to the inside of the knee. Take that left arm up, take a twist. And then walk back over, place the fingertips of the hand down to the inside of the leg. Reach the right arm up, take a twist. And then come back to center. Pivot all 10 toes to face forward, and then bring your heels out slightly. Walk your hands right underneath your shoulders. Inhale, flat back. And on your exhale, hinge forward, lower it, keeping your flat back. And then if you can, reach your hands out in front of you. It's like a really wide downward facing dog. Wide-legged downward facing dog. So your heart's drawing forward. Spin your inner thighs back. And then walk your hands back. Start to toe heel your feet together until they're close enough with a flat back you can come to standing. Woo. Inhale those arms up now. Bring your hands like you're gonna cup the top of your head, right? And then bring that cup up, right? So draw your knuckles to the sky. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend. Just getting a little counter pose on the wrists. Inhale, reach up as we do a side bend stretch. Inhale back to center, and we are done for today. Yay!